Hello, this is a video tutorial in the Learn to Budget budgeting series on YouTube. This video specifically is going to answer a question about how to change the colors in the available balance column on the budget tab. Right now in this column C, available balance for your budget fund category balances, all the cells are kind of a light pink color, except for if you have a certain amount of money in a certain category. So for example, right here on groceries, you'll see that the corresponding value of an amount of money available in groceries is actually highlighted green, and that is because the number in this cell is more than $250. And then you'll see other numbers as we scroll down that are also green because they're more than $250. And then in this example, for example here, car insurance, the number here is negative $34.90, so that has turned red. And basically, I've put a conditional formatting rule on all of these cells so that if the value that shows up here is more than $250, it'll turn green, and if it's less than 0, it'll turn red. And I've been asked how to either turn that off or to change the threshold or change the colors based on what values exist here. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. So the conditional formatting rule that I have set in this spreadsheet currently applies to cell C13 all the way down to the bottom of this sheet at cell C223. So we're going to change the rule that exists by selecting every single cell that it's currently applied to, which is right here. So you'll just notice I selected all these cells under the available balance. And then I'm going to go to up here in the menu, there's a button called Format. So I'm going to click Format, and then I'm going to scroll down to Conditional Formatting and click it. That's going to bring up this little pop-up window called Conditional Format Rules. And so each one of these different rows represents a different rule. So as you can see, this first rule, it says if the value is less than 0 in any of the cells from C13 to C224, highlight the cell red like this. This second rule here is if the value is greater than 250 in any of the cells from C13 to C224, highlight the cell green. So those are the two rules that apply to the cells that I've highlighted. If you want to get rid of either one of these or both, all you would need to do is, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little trash can icon next to each one. You can just click the trash can icon for whichever one you don't want to keep. Okay, so we're actually just going to delete both of them. When you do that, it's going to have this window pop up that says you're trying to edit part of the sheet that shouldn't be edited accidentally. Do you want to do it anyways? You can say okay just in this instance because we do, yes, want to do this. So click OK. And then we are also going to click the little trash can here. The same warning is going to come up. We're just going to click OK again. Now the result here is that none of these cells are highlighted green or red anymore, no matter what they look like. So now let's say we want to make a different threshold than what we had before, and we want anything that has more than $0 in it to be turned green. So we're going to do the same thing. You're going to highlight all the cells that exist here, anywhere in the available balance, and then since we're already here in Conditional Format Rules, I can just go ahead and hit the button that says Add Another Rule. Click OK. And now it added a rule automatically, but that's not the rule I wanted it to add. So I'm going to click this to edit it. All right, so the range is what we've already highlighted, which is C13 to C23. And then here's where we're going to create the rule. It says format cells if the cell is not empty. Well, no, that's not what we want. We want to format it if the value is greater than 0. So I'm going to go and click this button right here until it says is not empty, is empty, text contains. It's none of those. Date is, okay, there we go, greater than. All right, so it's greater than, and then I put in the value, which is going to be 0. And it keeps on editing it before I want it to. And then right here, I'm going to change the color. It's green, but I kind of want it to be more of like this teal color that's right next to green. So light cyan, that's what I want it to be. All right, so now this is going to make any cell that is greater than 0 from cells C13 to C223, that kind of teal color, and as we scroll up, there we go. Every single one greater than 0 is that teal color. Same if you want to add a rule for something that's like less than 0, you would just type in the range here, which is C13 to C223, and then I want to format the cells. I'm just going to click this don't show again for 5 minutes so it stops bugging me. I need to click it to edit it again, and I'm going to say if it is less than 0, I want it to be this light red color. Alright, so now I've made it what I want it to look like, and that is how you change colors. You can put whatever values you want here, whatever colors you want here, but just remember this is under the format conditional formatting. That is where you would change the colors. Hope that helps, and reach out on Etsy with any other questions you might have.